It's 2 o'clock.
Listening to everyone from my side. Today, I will be taking a break with words and body analysis. So let's start. Before starting, here some screenshots of my students that I thought these sessions for me. Slides and body wise after the show like so I'll go for my head.
Cool, sir.
So how was yesterday? Okay. 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 So it was great, right? Thank you. Nice to hear that. Okay, so today we are going to quickly continue what we started yesterday. And by the time we are done, we will go into, I will give an assignment. I will give an assignment, okay? I'll give an assignment and we have to, okay, somebody's just coming in, okay. So let me share my screen. Okay. Can you also my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good. Good. So did anybody try to check what I spoke about yesterday?
Please, sir.
Yes, sir.
We talked about momentum yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So who can tell me what did you discover about yesterday momentum when you check your chart? You can unmute yourself and speak. But it might take time for you to type. So you can just unmute yourself and type and speak. If you want to speak so that we can move forward this morning or this afternoon, sorry, and do something wonderful. Is anyone saying anything? Bring that. Okay. Should I continue?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Yes, sir.
No question? Okay. So let's go. There's a baby. Okay, now let's go. So yesterday we spoke about momentum strategy, and I was able to explain that there are 3 ways to trade momentum, and I said the first is to trade momentum at SNR level. Momentum at SNR level. That's number 1. Then number 2, momentum at in the middle of the trend. Middle of trend. So we explained that yesterday. And I focused on momentum at SNR level. And what I said yesterday was that when you are going to trade momentum at SNR level, you must get to an SNR area. When you get to an SNR area, the next thing to do is that you look for a reversal candlestick. A reversal candlestick. When you get a reversal candlestick, and after the reversal candlestick, if you see a momentum candle, that is, you are good to go. If you see a momentum candle, you are good to go. So that I explained yesterday. And I want to believe that it is very clear to everyone. If it's not clear, you can ask your question. Okay, you have a question? Who is Galaxy Note 3? Please, I am not too sure who you are. Who is Galaxy Note 3? Ask your question, please. We are waiting. Okay, Benko. Okay. So ask your question.
Yes, sir. What I want to ask is, it looks stupid, but I just want to know the difference between an essential area and a resistant point or a support. Are there any difference between an essential point or resistant and support area?
Is there any difference between what?
An essential point or a resistant or support area.
Essential point.
Yeah.
What do you mean by essential point? I didn't mention anything like that.
Yeah, you said something like that, sir.
Essential?
I said you said something like essential point, which
No,
I heard. I said, is there
important areas.
Okay, sir. Then, which means the important areas are the
Important
resistance and
levels.
support
I
areas.
said important levels. That was a class we did the first day, important levels. And under important levels, you have external area, you have buyers, you have sellers area, and you have round numbers. So when you are going to
that's
trade,
the one.
are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
So when you are going to trade momentum, you trade momentum at external area, mostly at external area. The reason is because you are looking for where the market is going to reverse, not where the market is going to retrace. There is a retracement and there is a reversal. Sometimes people make a mistake trying to trade a retracement in place of reversal. They are two different things. Do you guys get me? There's a difference between retracement and reversal. Okay? Now, let me quickly use this chart to explain to you. Because sometimes, don't make a mistake of trading retracement in place of reversal. Don't make that mistake. Now, this is retracement and this is reversal. Now, what is happening here? This is what you should expect as a reversal area. The proper reversal area. But markets can retrace from here. And also markets can reverse from here. You can see it reverses a little bit, but the actual area, you're looking at this place. So when you are trading and you notice that there's a level here and also there's a level here, you have to pay attention to both levels. Because if you see a signal at this place, it can just come down a little bit and go up to touch this level. So whatever you are seeing here could be a retracement. But this area is actually where the seller's entry is. The strong area is this area, this place. So market can just retrace here, retrace a little bit and go up here. And when it gets there, it will now properly reverse. Do you guys get it? Okay. So now let's move forward. If we don't have any other question again. So I said momentum at external area. If you are going to trade at external area, I think we should look for a better chart. This chart is not too okay. Let's get a better chart. Let's see if we can get a better chart. Let's try this one. Okay, look at this. Let's assume this is our reversal area, the external area. then you look for a reversal candlestick. Now, you see, this is a reversal candlestick. This is a reversal candlestick, shooting star. Okay? Now, you are seeing another candle coming in here. Then here, you are seeing a red candle. This red candle, what is this? What kind of a pattern is this? Don't worry, I've changed the network now. It's good now. I've changed the network. Okay? Somebody say engulfing. Okay?
Bearish engulfing, sir.
Bearish engulfing. Okay? Any other thing?
It's like it is a top.
Okay? Any other? Now, it looks like an engulfing candle, a bearish engulfing candle. And we all know that a bearish engulfing candle is a reversal candle or reversal pattern. Not a candle, a reversal pattern. Now, the moment you see that, remember I said in trading momentum at SNR, after you have reached the SNR area, you need a reversal candle or a reversal pattern. The moment you see that reversal and you see momentum candle after the reversal, remember I said yesterday, you go. And this is it. You can see this one, then you see this one, then you go with this one.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Because this is a momentum candle here. So you go with this one. Is that
Sorry, sir.
okay?
Yes, sir. Sir. What if the momentum candle is the dead one? Look at this. The momentum candle is at the position of a spinning top.
What if the momentum candle is the third one?
Yeah, it's not the second one.
Third one.
Yeah. What if the momentum candle is the third one?
Okay. What if this candle is the momentum candle?
Yes.
Okay. If this candle is a momentum candle, good question. If this candle is a momentum candle and this candle is not a momentum candle, let's assume this candle has a wick here. Okay?
Yes.
That's what you are saying. Then this candle is a momentum candle. Now, you already saw this is now a momentum candle in the middle of the trend.
Oh.
Because you know that trend has reversed from this level. This is the SNR area. So there's already a reversal. And the reversal is giving you a downtrend. So you have seen one candle, second candle, then the third candle, and this one is red, and another red, which is now a momentum candle. Then you go with this one. But this is a momentum in the middle of the trend. This is no momentum. This is not at SNR level at all because this is SNR area. This is the middle of the trend. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Very clear.
Yeah, so that is momentum in the middle of the trend. Now, let's move into momentum in the middle of the trend. And I said there are two types of trend. There are two types of trend that you can take momentum. The first trend is a momentum trend. And there is a rule to trade the momentum trend, which is a little bit different from trading momentum in ordinary or normal trend. Okay? So let's look into the momentum in the middle of the trend. The momentum in the middle of the trend. Ben, your network is bad. You're always logging in and logging out. Okay. So, what is the rule in trading momentum in the middle of the trend? It is exactly what I've just shown you. If you see a red candle, and you see another red candle, and you see another red candle, then you see a momentum candle.
You'll be the one to set it.
Then you see another red candle. That means you go with the next candle.
That's what we should decide. That's what we should trade.
Are you guys getting me?
This one is a practice and practice.
Somebody is talking there. It looks like the voice of Edward. Yes, please. I'm saying momentum in the middle of a trend. And there are two types of trend. The first trend is a momentum trend. The second trend is a normal trend. Now, what is a momentum trend? The momentum trend is a trend, I have shown you that before, where you see all the candles, no green candle in the middle of the trend. This is a bearish momentum. This is a bearish momentum. So in a trend like this, if you see a momentum candle, you go with the next candle. Very, very simple. My method and my strategies are simple. We are some of the students that are in the class right now that knows. Very simple. I don't give too complicated class. That is why there are some teachers online that I don't like to attend their class. There is like, I love what this guy is doing. Benjamin Taylor is a very good trader. But the only thing why I don't like Benjamin Taylor method is that there are too many indicators. When I see the Bollinger Band and the moving averages, I am confused. And I don't like anything that will confuse me. So that is the only thing. If not, Benjamin Taylor is a good trader. He's a professional trader. But those indicators are too difficult for me. So I don't go in that direction. So I like something that is very simple. Now, this is a momentum trend. This is a momentum trend. Bearish momentum trend. So assuming you see a momentum candle here, like somebody asked me, as the third candle, as long as this candle is red one, then this one is red, then you go with the next one. That is good. Is that clear?
Marvelous.
Good. And it's simple enough. Now, anybody have any question concerning that?
On switch with candles. Wow. Shit. Delicious candles.
Of course, you can see what we are checking here. The market is not very good. Too much of wicks and all of that. It's been like that because in the US, there is a problem. So market too is reacting to what is going on. Now, this type of a trend is a normal trend. A normal trend is a trend where you see buyers and sellers and buyers and sellers and buyers and sellers. In a situation like this, when you see a momentum candle to trade, don't follow the next candle. Don't follow the next candle. A lot of times, the next candle will not go. Sometimes the next candle will go, but a lot of times the next candle will not go. By my experience, over a period of time that I've traded momentum, if you see a momentum candle in a trend like this, don't go with the next candle. What you do is you wait for the candle after the momentum candle to show. Then, and there is another confirmation. I'm looking for one to show you. You will see how momentum behaves in a normal trend. It's a little bit very funny. Now, look at this. From here to here, this is a bullish momentum. Am I correct? After this bullish momentum, you are seeing a red candle. Now, this red candle shows that the momentum has stopped. So this red candle has disqualified this bullish momentum. So now you are now seeing a momentum candle here. So after this momentum candle, you can see what I'm saying. You are seeing a red candle. So you don't go immediately after the momentum candle. You wait for this next candle to form. And the rule is this next candle must produce a new high, higher than the momentum candle. The moment you see that sign, then you go with the next candle. Very simple. Is that clear?
Please come again, sir.
Okay. Now, this is a very interesting one, because if you enter from here, from this level to this level, this is a momentum trend. This is a momentum, bullish momentum. And we know it's an uptrend. But after this bullish momentum, we now saw a red candle. Then after this red candle, we are now seeing a momentum candle. Are we going to call this thing a momentum trend or a normal trend?
Now it's a normal trend.
It has turned to a normal trend because now we are seeing a seller inside. Am I correct? Are you guys getting this explanation? Good. Because we know if this candle is not here, if this is a green candle, that means from here to here, and you are seeing a momentum candle, the next candle will go up.
Well, sorry, I try to station myself.
Hello? Are you asking any question?
Yeah, you check the charges from home now. Check the charges from
Now,
home.
let me repeat it again.
You ask them, how
From
much
here
money for withdrawal?
to here, it's a momentum trend. You all agree with me. This is a momentum trend. But after this trend, you are seeing a red candle here. Then after this red candle, you are seeing a momentum candle. So can you now say from here to here is a momentum trend? From here to here, is it a momentum trend? No. Why? Because we already seen a red candle in between. Remember, the definition of momentum trend is that if you are seeing a bullish momentum, there will not be a red candle in between. If you are seeing a bearish momentum, there will never be a green candle in between. But the moment you see either a red candle in between a green, that means the momentum has reduced. There is no more momentum. There is no more momentum. So because of this red candle that has come in after all this thing, then we are now seeing a momentum candle. This trend is no more a momentum trend. This is now a normal trend from here to this level. So in a normal trend, when you are going to trade momentum, you don't go with the next candle immediately. You wait for the next candle to form, because a lot of times, 80% of the time, this next candle will be a red candle. But it must be a candle that gives you a new high, higher than the momentum candle. And you will see a rejection under it. Did you understand this explanation here? I will say it again. When you see a momentum candle in a normal trend, wait for the next candle to form. 80% of the time, that next candle is going to be like a red candle. It can also be a green candle, but most time it's a red candle. But that red candle will give you a new high, higher than the momentum candle. And that candle will also have bias rejection because you are trading a bullish momentum. So there will be a bias rejection here. So by the time this candle has closed at this point, you go with the next candle. This is the difference between momentum in a momentum trend and momentum in a normal trend. Is that clear? Good, good. And you also understand this because this is also a very good way to explain to you momentum trend and when the momentum trend has changed from being a momentum trend to a normal trend. So this is a very good way to explain it for you here. Now, look at this trend. Sellers, sellers, buyer. Sellers, 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 buyer. So this is not a momentum trend. This is a normal trend. So if you see a momentum candle here, you wait for the next candle before you trade. And that next candle must give you a sign. And that sign is, in a downtrend, it must make a new low. In an uptrend, it must make a new high. Is it understood? This is a momentum from here to here. Look at momentum candle. Immediately after this momentum candle, you go with the next candle. Even though it's producing hammer, but you are winning it. That's exactly what I'm trying to explain. In a momentum trend, you go with the next candle. In a trend, a normal trend, you wait for the next candle to form. This is another momentum. From here, you are seeing green candle, then this is actually a Marubuzu candle. Like that's why I said to you, Marubuzu candle is a very dangerous candle. But in a trend like this, it's producing for you. After this Marubuzu candle, it's giving you a moment. It's giving you the next candle green. Okay. Also, you can see here, in as much as this is a little bit different and challenging because you are seeing buyers, but they are not very strong. Buyers, but it is sellers that are dominating. So from here to here is a momentum trend because there are no buyers in between. And you can see a momentum here. The next candle will still go down, even though buyers still enter and took it to this level, but they came down eventually and gave you a winning trade because the whole of this trend is a momentum trend. Now, this is what somebody was asking me. You see your reversal here, then you are seeing the first candle, then the second candle, because you are seeing red, the momentum candle, then you go with the next candle because it's a downtrend. At this point, you might not be able to discover whether it is a momentum trend or a normal trend. But what you are seeing from SNR area, the two candles you are seeing, they are red candles. So you see this candle red and you see this momentum candle red and you are seeing this momentum candle. So this candle is now going to give you a kind of the signal. Is that clear?
Sir?
Yeah.
I'm having a question. Okay, this, oh, don't move, don't move. Yes, yes. Okay, this is no longer a momentum because of this bias entry, right?
Yes.
And okay, now we see this momentum candle, right?
Yes.
And the second candle made a new low.
Yeah.
Why is this a reversal candle?
Now, one of the things you have to also, that I need to tell you, is that I just wanted you to understand this one. When you are trading momentum, whether it's a momentum trend or a normal trend, pay attention to levels. Pay attention to levels. Don't ignore levels. Now, you can see a level here. Hold on. I will bring it out very well. Where is our candle?
It's up, sir. Go to your left hand side. It's up. Yes, go up.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. I've seen it. I've seen it. It's here.
Oh, okay, okay.
I've seen it. Now, let's look at it again. From here to here, we are seeing a momentum. Then immediately this thing is introduced, momentum from here is already broken. So from here to here, no more momentum. But you see another one, red, 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 another red. So we cannot call the whole of this trend a momentum trend because this green candle has been introduced. So you have to also notice something, that here, buyers here, buyers here. So if I see a momentum candle at this point, with this candle, I am not going to trade this candle. And this candle made a new low. This candle made a new low. So you're expecting this next candle to go down. But because in market analysis or in candlestick psychology, these signs alone is already giving me a signal. And like you said, this trade might be a loss for me. There is no doubt about it. Might be a loss. Because I might look at this one and say, okay, he made a new low. I'm going with this one. And I will lose this one. But this type of trade don't always occur. They are very rare. And I don't want to explain it that, okay, he said, no. You are not going to get 100%. This type of trade will occur. Okay? Do you get me?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, it's going to occur a lot of times.
Yeah.
Okay, any other question? Because I don't want to explain as if every trade I take, you know, you have seen me in some of my trades, I have a loss too. Okay, there is no,
Yeah, yes.
I'm not giving you 100%, but I'm assuring
Yeah.
you at least sometimes it can be 85 to 90%. So this might be like the 10% inside. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Any other questions so that we can move on?
Oh, sorry, sir.
Yeah.
When you're trading, sir, I want to ask, do you consider sessions like London session, New York session, or you just wait for a good market and then trade?
Yes, I consider session. But at the same time, when I even enter the market, I still make sure that I'm looking for a good market in the section.
Oh, then, so if you consider session, which one do you usually trade on?
I trade on London section.
Oh, in London session.
Yes, to avoid all the American news.
Okay.
Because most of the American news, they don't come during the London section.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sir.
Okay?
And I've noticed something. The markets usually trend during the London and the New York overlap. When those sessions overlap, the markets usually trend. Especially every pair that pairs with USD and Euro. Those pairs they trend a lot of time.
What happened is that during the London section, the movement of the market is very, very good most times. But when you cross into the London section, into the New York section, the New York section, they just woke up. So there is going to be, first and foremost, a calmness. There's going to be like market will slow down at the beginning. Market will slow down at the beginning. So after a while, then everybody will get inside it.
Okay, so.
Okay? But the
I
moment they
understand.
get inside of it, news will begin to roll in. And so markets can begin to now have so many effects and all of that. So that's what happened in the market.
Okay.
So if you have opportunity to trade London section, go into London section and trade London section. Okay?
Do you
When you do that, then just get out of the market before everything starts changing. But you can trade London section, and if there are no major news in the day, you know, the issue is not even the section. Like I said to you, during each section, you need to still make sure that you get a good market.
Okay.
You need to get good market and also pay attention to the news. If there's going to be a news, then avoid it. Okay.
For how long?
Oh, you have to, if there's a news, you wait for at least maybe 15 to 30 minutes and let the market stabilize.
Okay, cool.
Okay? Is that okay? Now, let me add another strategy today. Let's start another strategy. Then every one of you are going to practice momentum and take trade and send the screenshot, because I need to monitor. The goal is not just to give you information. The goal is to make you to become a marvel, become a good trader, not just to have it in your head. I want you to be able to trade it. So you are going to take trades based on momentum at external level, then momentum in the middle of the trend, and of course, momentum in a momentum trade and momentum in a normal trend. So you are going to take trade, at least 3 of this, and take a screenshot and send to me, because I want to make sure that you know what you are being taught. When you are in a school, they give you assignment. The assignment is to show that you understand. What you do with that assignment will show whether we understand or not. So I don't want you to be my student that I will just give you information. Then after the information, I fulfill all righteousness. I just finish my work. Then whether you know it or you don't know it, no, I am interested. I want you to know it. I want you to know it. So when you start practicing and I'm not there, realities will set in. Then questions will generate. So I want each and every one of you, between today and tomorrow, you are going to take trade, at least 3 trades, momentum at SNR level, and 2 trades, momentum in the middle of the trend. That means momentum during momentum trend and momentum in a normal trend. I want to see that everyone doing it. You send me the screenshot. Now, today, let's take another strategy. I will have ended this one like this, but I don't want to just end this momentum like this. Let me add another one to it. Let's start another one. This strategy is what I call level trading. Let's start it. Level trading. This is a strategy that can help you to avoid some of those losses at SNR area. When you see a kind of what they call bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing, and the market did not go in that direction. This strategy is what is going to help you to avoid such losses. I call it level trading. And in level trading, there are rules. 3 major rules to follow. I call the rule TRC. This rule, I can tell you, you cannot hear it anywhere. It's my rule. So if I see it anywhere, it's my rule. Okay? TRC. You apply this rule at any level, you are going to have a very high winning ratio. And when I say at any level, first and foremost, if you apply it at SNR level, it will help you a lot. If you apply it at a round number, in fact, anywhere market is reversing, if you apply this rule there, it's going to protect you.
Even on buyers and sellers edge?
Yes, as long as the market is about to reverse or is reversing at that level, if you apply it there, it's going to save you from some of those mistakes where you see bullish engulfing and the market will not go bullish. You see bearish engulfing and the market will not follow, or you see inverted hammer shooting star and the next candle is not following. All of these things, or you are seeing a spinning top and the thing is not following. Okay, so all these things are going to be, sorted out following this rule. So this is a level trading. Now, in level trading, what you must do, I'm not going to tell you everything today because I will not want it to affect the assignment I'm giving to you. In level trading, one of the first thing you need to first of all identify is the trend. Is the trend. Which direction of trend? What is the trend you are trading? Now, you need, at that point in time, you go to your 3 hours. You go to your 3 hours. When you get into your 3 hours, the 3 hours give you an idea of the trend. Now, you have 3 hours here. Because of this one now, you are seeing something like an uptrend. It's an uptrend. So, in this level trading, don't trade against the trend. Trade at these levels. This is a level, this is a level, this is a level, this is a level. So some of you like to trade channels. Okay? Some of you like to trade channels. This method will help you to trade channels very well. Because it is a strategy that is applicable to any level. As long as it's a level in the market, and as long as the market is going to reverse at that level. So applying this strategy will help you. Okay. So TRC is it. So the first thing is T. What is T? T is touch. The second one is R. R is reversal candlestick. And the C, very simple, confirmation. TRC. T is touch. R is reversal candlestick. C is confirmation. Okay? Now, how do you apply it? I will just give you a little. Then we continue. How do you apply TRC? That first T means the market or the candle must touch SNR level or an important level. A candle must touch. There must be a touch. There must be a touch. Very, very important. There must be a touch. When we started this class, I told you I was trying to explain to you reversal and retracement. And I said to you that this level is more important than this level. The market will just go from here and go from here and go up again. And you can see it has done exactly what I said and even broke it. So whatever signal you are seeing at this level is a fake signal because it's going to go like this and come back. So now when I say touch means, let's say this is a level. Market must come and touch this level. Market must touch it. That's the first rule. The moment market has touched it, the next thing to look for is a reversal candlestick. Now, it's beginning to sound like momentum. Because in momentum at SNR level, you must look for a reversal candlestick. But I didn't mention touch. You look for a reversal candlestick. Then after the reversal candlestick, you look, if you see a momentum candle, you go. But here, you are going to start with a touch. A candle must touch an SNR area. When a candle touches it, the next thing you should look for is don't trade because the candle has touched SNR area. That's the mistake many of you make. The moment a candle has touched SNR area, you think the market is going to reverse immediately. No, market doesn't reverse immediately like that. So you must protect yourself. So when you see touch, the next thing you look for is a reversal candlestick. I'm giving you a strategy that will protect you.
It's 3 o'clock.
A strategy that will protect you from some of the common losses. The common losses. This is a strategy that will protect you from those common losses. So when you see touch, don't just go. Wait for a reversal candlestick. The moment you have seen a reversal candlestick, don't go yet. Wait for confirmation. And there's a reason. The reason is because sometimes the reversal candlestick can be the same candle that touch. Let's assume that you have a shooting star that touched this area. And of course, we know it's a reversal candlestick. So one candle is now the touch, and at the same time is the R. So what do? You wait for a confirmation. Because one candle is a touch, and at the same time is the R. Sometimes it's like that. Are you following what I'm saying, please? Okay. Okay. Okay, good. Now, where you see a candle like this shooting star that has touched a level, sometimes some people just go immediately. No. So what you do is you wait for a confirmation candle. See. And the confirmation candle will be a candle that will make a new low. You will hear me saying a new low because it's like a secret in the market. If after this shooting star, you see another candle, maybe a green candle continue, that means you are not going to take a trade. You are not going to take a trade. That means you have been protected from that loss. Because instead of seeing you are seeing, okay, a shooting star and it's a reversal candlestick and at SNR level, it reverses the market. Not all the time. That's why I told you at the beginning that that is a basic class. But in advanced class, you must do something else. Now we are in that advanced class now. So you don't do what others do by seeing a shooting star at SNR level and go with the next candle. No, don't do that. Wait for confirmation candle. Wait for confirmation candle. And that confirmation candle must make a new low if you are selling. must make a new low. Is it clear? Now look at this. This is a bearish engulfing candle. This is already a reversal sign. Then look at the next candle. Green. So you see this green. That means if you don't know what I've just told you here, you are likely going to sell. So by the time you see this green here, that means you are going to stop. No trade. No trade. So this rule has protected you from losing this trade. Because after this bearish engulfing, you are supposed to look for confirmation. And there is no confirmation here. So no trade. Is that clear? Good. This is an example. Oh, let me make it bigger so that you can see it very well, because there's something I want to show you here. Now, let's assume that this is the level. This green candle is not touch. This red candle is the touch. And this red candle that is this touch is also a reversal candle. What kind of a candle is it? This candle.
Spinning top.
Spinning top. So it is the touch candle and it's also the reversal candle. So this is a TR candle. Then after this TR, what are you looking for? Confirmation. This is the confirmation candle. It's making a new low. So you go with this. And as you go with this, you win. You see a momentum. You go with this. Is that clear? Is that clear, everyone?
Sure.
Any question?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, what's the question?
When we see the confirmation, but it is not a momentum candle, so can we go for it?
Now, I'm not teaching you momentum. I am teaching you level trading. I have finished with the momentum. That is why I wanted to give you an assignment to go and do momentum before I get into another strategy. But many of you are saying, give us the next strategy, give us the next strategy. That is why I decided to add it. Now, what I'm teaching you here is not a momentum trade. It's not a momentum strategy. This one I'm teaching you here, it is a level trading. So at this point, you are not looking for momentum candle. You are only making sure that you confirm TRC, touch, reversal candlestick, and confirmation. The confirmation doesn't have to be a momentum, as long as the confirmation makes a new low with this strategy. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is not a momentum strategy. This is a level trading. If you have any question, ask me, because I'm going to add one more assignment to it. Before, you are supposed to take 3 trades. Now you are taking 4 trades. And I want every one of you to take your 4 trades and send to me. Between now and tomorrow, you are taking 4 trades. The first one is momentum at SNR area. Look for it. You are my student, so I'm giving you assignment. Look for it between now and the next class. The second trade you are going to take is the momentum in the middle of the trend. And you are taking two in a momentum trend, then the third one in a normal trend. Then the fourth one you are going to trade or you are going to take is TRC, level trading. This one that I've shared with you. You are going to look for the signal and take it and send to me. Is that clear? Any question for today? Clear. Okay. So, in case you don't understand it very well, I'm
Sorry,
going
sir. Sorry, sir.
Yeah?
Shortly, sir.
Okay,
A
question.
minute. What if? Do you see my drawing?
No, not yet.
Uh.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Do your drawing again. Sorry. Hold on. Your drawing again, okay? Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. This one. Okay. You see the spinning top?
Yes.
What if the next candle is a momentum candlestick? And okay, I know you have to go down, right?
Yes.
But now this, you see, two strategies are happening at the same time now.
Yes.
So would you consider counting as this is a trade on level trading and this is a trade on momentum trading?
Yes. Because we are seeing two strategies working in the same place.
Yeah, okay.
Because you already is a strategy and it works in the same place. So you pick it, you take it. So you are having, if this is a momentum candle, you take it, then another momentum candle appear again, you take it.
So if I submit this situation because you gave us an assignment, this is 2 marks.
No, I will take it because it's just an opportunity for you.
Okay, thanks, sir.
Any question? I will quickly upload the video for you so that you can listen to it and understand what I'm saying. Is that okay for us? Good. Good. That's good. Good. So let's end this class here. Then you go and do your assignments because the idea is not for you to just learn and have it in your head. The idea is for you to be a good trader. So you go and do your assignment now. Between now and tomorrow, look for the chart, look for the opportunity, the signal, and trade it. That is my rule. Okay? Thank you very much. See you tomorrow or when I get your assignment.